Hey guys, it's Janet back to introduce you to another beautiful new product that will be debuting in our 2018-19 catalog. In case you missed a previous video that showcased the catalog, this is our brand new 18-19 catalog, and I do have cases of the catalog here at the house. So if you do not have a demonstrator that you work with, make sure you use the links below to go ahead and request one through me. They are complimentary. With the catalog, of course, you're going to have my newsletter, you're going to have the opportunity to order, you're going to have just tons and tons and tons of amazing ideas and samples that are in it, and it does go live on June 1st. So this product here is our beautiful new 6x6 vellum, and I make sure I get it right now, Graceful Glass, and what you're going to find is that there are lots of different patterns and lots of different ways to color them. So let's look at a few samples, then we'll look at the paper and we'll color some together. So this was a very simple, clean black and white card that we used to create a window card. So it just allows the light to come through on it. So just very clean and simple. This one, we went ahead and just cut part of one of the sheets has 4 squares on it, and we cut that apart, colored it. This is on Smoky Slate. This is some of our new designer series paper, and then it's got some of our new faceted gems on it. This one here, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? The butterflies, and again, some of our new faceted gems. And let me hold this one up to the light and see if you can see. Can you see the sparkle? We added a little Week of Stella on top of that. And then this one here, I love the birds in this one. And I'm going to show you how we achieved the look on this one. So we'll take a look at the paper, but I also wanted to show you that it has some coordinating products. We have the painted glass, and that's where those great stamp sets came from. And I love this font. It's not like anything that we have at all. And then we have coordinating framelits that look like stained glass images as well. So you've got these. Can you tell I haven't used them yet? It's still sticky. So that's part of that whole suite. So let's go ahead and let's open this up and let's look at these papers. And then let's go ahead and color them. So what you're going to find is different patterns. So you've got your geometric pieces. This one here is where you can pull those apart and you can actually make 8 cards, or keep it one big large piece or a long piece and have 2 wide bookmarks. Here's where the stained glass came from. And you're going to see that there are 2 of everything here. Isn't that beautiful? I see 3 long skinny bookmarks on this one. And then, oops, you've got your waves. Look at how pretty. This one can go either way. So 3 different ways there. This was the birds. And I'll leave that one out so I can remember to show you that. And I just love kind of just the geometric patterns to that. Look at the beautiful flowers. And again, 4 pretty skinny bookmarks could easily come out of that. More geometric. I love that they've kind of mixed the florals and the fancy up with these nice geometric patterns. I'm going to be able to color these with some darker colors and do some of those manly cards that we're all always saying that are challenging to us. This is the one that you saw in the sample. And then this kind of has almost a quilted look to it as well, too. So let's start first with the birds, only because that one's going to need to dry a little bit. So when you look at this vellum, it's going to have like a shiny black on one side, and then it's going to be dull on the other side. So we're going to work on this side, and I hope that there's enough left in this you know what, let's go ahead and put just a little bit more alcohol in it. I don't have any re-inker to put in it. It'll just be a little bit lighter than the sample that you saw. So what I'm working with is our spritzer, and there is a couple of drops of re-inker in it, and then I put rubbing alcohol in it. And let's just give it a little test squirt. Okay. And so I'm just going to go ahead and then I'm going to squirt kind of a little bit below. And then I have a little bit of Bermuda Bay in this one. Oops, nope, it's green. Sorry about that. So we're going to have green birds this time. And then you would set it aside to let it dry. Once it's dry, I went ahead and I colored this card right on the front instead of from the back. And if I can flip this over for just a second, you can already start to see, and maybe not so much on top of it because it's still wet, but it's going to kind of darken as it dries just a little bit. And the depth and the vibrancy of the color is going to depend on how vibrant your re-inker mix is. I have found that when I work with like the darker markers, the darker of the two Stampin' Blends combos, that really kind of comes up and through on the vellum for us. So again, I spritzed on the back side and then let it dry. It may start to want to curl up on you, and you can always blot it on paper towels that way, or I just let mine, I left mine actually, now that it's done like this, I left mine up like that and just kind of went ahead and let it dry. And it does eventually, you put some little adhesive on it and it settles right back down again. So let's set that aside. And let's look at coloring some of these elements. So two choices, you can color from the front or from the back. If you color from the back, it is more of that stained glass style. And you are actually still able to do a little bit of the blending with the vellum. It takes just a few seconds for it to dry, so you do have some time to do a little bit of the blending. And what's nice when you're coloring on the back, the front is not that raised, but again, you don't really have to be as careful. And so then I could go ahead and, is this one the darker of the two? I don't think so. We'll find out. But you're just able to come right in and color on the back side, and you can blend it and add your colors, and you can see how that pops. Just for comparison, let's go ahead and color on the front just so you can see the difference. I think it's much more vibrant on the front, so it's just depending on the look that you're going for. And I actually like both. Coming from behind is more of that, what they call that stained glass, and then you've got your very vibrant look on the front. So you can do that with it. And let's grab this one. And what color haven't we played with that I have in front of me right now? We haven't played with our granny, our apple here. So let's ink that all up and make sure I have the right side up. And I want to roll from the back. Nothing like a well-inked brand new ink pad and a sponge roller, because you get so much color and they're just so wonderful to work with. Sorry for the little squeaking. I know some people are sound sensitive and like fingernails on a blackboard or something. And then when I turn it over, I've got that really pretty soft green color that it's been done. And the sponge rollers are available in the Stampin' Up! Catalog. So again, you can go ahead and color them from the back. You can mist them. There's lots of great things that you're going to be able to do with that. And then just to bring the samples back in for you one more time so that you can see. And these will be up close and personal on my blog. The link is in the YouTube description below. So lots of good fun stuff coming in our new catalog, guys. Can't wait to share it with you. Take care and God bless.